You're listening to U Radio. Let your voice be heard. Hey, my name is Ryan Funk here on U Talk, a program dedicated to diversity. We highlight native-born and new Canadians' cultures and experiences. Over the summer, we met up with some amazing people who shared their personal stories and culture through Ethno Fest 2020. Reuben moved from Kenya and works as an ethnocultural communities resource coordinator.
You know, the world is now shrinking. It's just becoming a global village, and we're here in Winnipeg, and it's a very diverse place, so you still practice your culture here. This is a place, a home for me. I work here as a manager for project manager here at Immigration Partnership Winnipeg. We are hosted here at Social Planning Council of Winnipeg. My work very much involved working with the ethnocultural communities. So I work with a group called the Ethnocultural Council of Manitoba. Well, I came here 15 years ago from Kenya. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm a South Sudanese by origin. I came from Kenya to Canada. I grew up in along the river. We have one of the longest rivers in the world called River Nile. So I grew up along the river. Very beautiful place, very diverse, a savanna-like type of a place with a lot of different kind of wildlife and different life. Living closely to the river is a blessing. It's a blessing in terms of enjoying the abundance of the nature. Different time of the year, there are different celebrations based on what happened. There's time for harvest when people celebrate and offer gift because of the blessing that comes with what comes from the grounds and the rain. I would say to people that South Sudan has a rich culture. It's a very diverse culture. So if you want to enjoy it, you're always welcome to the South Sudanese Community Center. Usually we used to celebrate Bokolarama, but now because of the COVID we don't. Learn about us. We are a new country, situated in Eastern Africa. And there's so many beautiful things about us.
Reuben's right. There's so much to celebrate, even when things feel rough. And what better way to celebrate than with dancing? Alma De La Torre and Ana Lopez talk about salsa and Mexican culture.
We clean the house with music on. We dance while we clean. We dance while we work. We dance while we read. We do everything with music. The truth is, it doesn't matter what socio status you are from, you're gonna dance salsa. Hello, my name is Alma De La Torre, and I am the Public Relations Officer from the Mexican Association of Manitoba.
I am a dancer as well as a dance instructor. I've been dancing since I was 7, so it's been like, I'm turning 26 this year, so like 20 years, I guess you could say, yeah.
Mexican culture is recognized around the world, first, I believe, for our food, and second, for our music. We are friendly people. We are a very social community.
Salsa is a really upbeat music, so it's a lot of fun. It feels like you're at a party. It's great because you have lots of instruments, so it's such beautiful music in the first place.
Part of what is famous in Mexico is all this Latin music that comes with salsas, cumbias, merengues. That is not necessarily born in Mexico, but is something we share with other Hispanic communities. And if you go back in history, then you will find that we were influenced by Europeans, but also we have many African communities within the Latin world. That's where the salsa comes from.
I love teaching, especially kids, because they absorb so much. They're just so genuine in their dancing and movement. So if they're having fun, it just portrays, right? If they like it, you're gonna see it.
Music in Mexico is so big, first because of all the influences. What happens all the time is it doesn't matter what kind of festivity it is. We come together as a family, we bring the children, and we let them experience everything that makes us happy.
Of course, just listening to people share their stories about dance can never truly do it justice. If you want to watch some of the amazing dances or music that we've featured throughout Ethno Fest, make sure to check out our page on Multicultural channel or our YouTube channel, where you can see other amazing stories. Like the story of Luana, a Brazilian musician and singer.
Hi, I'm Luana. I've been living here in Canada for 5 years. I used to be a teacher in Brazil. I used to teach Portuguese and literature. I taught in private schools and public schools for 10 years. And then I came to Canada, and here I used to work in a school for 4 years. And I am a singer as well. In Brazil, I used to sing. And here I am part of a duo with Marco Martins and Sarau Carioca, as many of you know. Canada is an amazing country. Here I've met many friendly people, kind people. That's one thing people tell about Canadian, and not only Canadian, but immigrants and people who live here. They are very welcome. They make us feel home. So I think this is the biggest thing I would mention about Canada. In Canada, I met people from everywhere in the world. When I was in Brazil, living in Brazil, we see tourists at the beach and in some places in Brazil. But here we go to school, we go to work, and we meet people from everywhere in the world. So we get to know about their cultures, we get to know what they like. So it's a huge thing for us, I think. One of the reasons that I chose Canada is because it's a sunny place. We have many places in many provinces in Canada, but none of them are very sunny like Winnipeg is. And in Rio de Janeiro, we have the sunshine almost every day. So it's making me feel like home too. Despite in the winter it's so cold, but we can see the sunshine outside. I think it's making me feel better.
Many of these stories are also featured in people's native languages. And even if you don't speak or understand that language, sometimes it's cool to just listen, wonder in amazement how many languages have developed here on Earth. If you have any stories you'd like us to share or communities we should highlight, leave a comment on our social media or reach out to us on our website. I'm Ryan Funk. This was You Talk, and have yourself a good one.